Okay, so Bushcraft, veteran still serving, and creative start again, big mishmash. I've got Sam Delaney along. So Sam, what do you think?
Yeah, great again, loved it.
Yeah.
Always good. As I say that every time, don't I? Yeah, had a good time. A bit cold at night. I'm still not used to sleeping out in the cold, but you know.
When you wake up,
I'm toughening up a bit.
yeah.
So it's because I'm from down south, isn't it?
Yeah. So you heard me talking to Nathan, and you heard me talking to Mick, and obviously we've spoken a bit about it as well. So this three-pronged attack towards recovery and this new pioneering thing that we've got going on. What do you think about it?
Yeah, it's a brilliant thing. I mean, we've put it into practice, so we've seen it working. And it's just something that's sort of come together, and usually the best things do, you know, only from practice do you see them working. And the fact that me and you met through our similar experiences, and then us introducing each other to different kinds of people, merging the people together, it just works.
Yeah.
I think it's the thing of, I think that for some people when they come out of addiction and they're in recovery, is they're looking for, they need to relearn new work, you know, be motivated to go to do stuff. And with the veterans, they do have that motivation, that self-motivation, that work ethic,
yeah.
That let's get things done, and everything's like a mission.
Yeah, it kind of rubs off, doesn't it?
And it does, yeah. And that's kind of what's required for some people, not everyone, but it definitely works for people where their self-esteem's very low.
Yeah.
And vice versa, the support that I think that veterans see in the process of recovery, and seeing people that are in that process of recovery, and if they've been through sort of issues themselves, it's good for them. It rubs off on them as well, and so it's a two-way thing without a doubt.
Yeah.
Bringing the two together, it's great.
Yeah. No,
especially people that are serious. You know, I mean, we tend to deal with people now that are serious about it.
Yeah.
They're not messing about. You know, they're
you have to be committed.
They're committed to their recovery, and that's what we like to work with. You know, we know it's a niche thing. We know it's a small percentage of people that are gonna overcome these things, but that's enough. We're not trying to save the world. We're just, if we can save a few people, then that's us. That's our job done.
If it helps one person, it's worked.
Of course, yeah.
The way I see it, because obviously I'm an armed forces veteran with mental health problems, and I'm also a recovering alcoholic as well. Now, the way I've noticed the way it worked was we had everything. We had people in programs for addiction recovery. We had armed forces veterans that come along with no mental health. We had armed forces veterans that come along with mental health problems. Now, for the armed forces veterans, bringing them into a woodland surrounding, it kind of put them in their comfort zone, so they shined straight away. The people not in recovery, it was a new experience for them. It was kind of out of their comfort zone. But then you just step back and you watch the two, and you've seen the vets, and they're like, yeah, come on lads, and you've seen the people in recovery following. But then on the flip side, an armed forces veteran, we're all very proud people, you know, don't be weak, toughen up, get on with it. But then when they're surrounded by us, and we're talking about our deepest feelings and the emotions that we go through, it's putting them out of their comfort zone. And then they're sat in there, and I've watched barriers broken with veterans, and they've sat there and listened and went, actually, do you know what lads, this happened to me, and that's it, bang, that's the magic of this. This is where the magic happens, and it's not through the activities. The activities are great because it builds team building and all the rest of it, but it's the sitting down and talking. That's the magic. That is recovery. And it's when you see, for me as a veteran, when I see another veteran sitting there, and you can almost see it coming. You see the, oh, shoulda, shouldn't I, and then bang, right guys, I'm just going to stop you there. This happened to me, blah blah blah, and then that's it. There is that breakthrough. Okay, so this is where it works, and this is something that we put into practice here, and now we know it works. We're getting the results, and we're going to pursue it. And I just, to me, it was just beautiful to see, because I love veterans deeply. They mean a lot to me. I care about them all of them. It's a brotherhood, it's a sisterhood, it's a family. But I also care about my own recovery and all the people in recovery around me as well. So seeing it both working together it's like a dream come true for me. I could never imagined putting bushcraft veterans and alcoholics and drug addicts together and think, yeah, this is going to work. I thought to begin with, I thought, yeah, it'll be a team building exercise, we'll get people out. But then as soon as these group sessions started coming into it, just all these boundaries were just, all these walls that people were building up in front of them were just getting smashed down. Like, they were just crumbling down, and everybody was comfortable. You know, there was no sort of, it's like Mick said before, I'll do something, oh, people are going to laugh at me, or people, there was none of that, and there's never none of that in these camps, because all the people that come from minute one, stepping off the transport and coming into the woodland, you're working as a team. That's something that I always implement in these camps, is I smash into people, teamwork, 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 right from the very start. And the way I deliver the sessions is I'll always get people to sort of try and take a lead, so handing over responsibility. So they're forced to, they don't know it, I know it because I'm doing it. They don't realise it, but I'm actually putting them in positions where they have to work together and all the rest of it. So they think they're just doing a task, but that's the beauty of it. But then to see it evolve after all the sessions are finished, coming on to the evenings, that's where the magic happens, when we're all sat round, we've all bonded, we've all worked together, you've got that camaraderie together, and you've got that certain element of trust, because we're using sharp objects, we're using fire, flame, some of it's, you know, there can be hazards, and you have to trust people when you're working in the woodland. So you've got that element of trust, and then, so after all that, and then you put in the session in the evening, the recovery group bit in the evening, and then bang, it just, I don't know how to describe it, Sam.
Yeah, I think what it is, I think it's the honesty is contagious. And you'll find with people that are doing their recovery properly, they will be honest and very open. You have to be. You have to be to get out of it. And it's like a mirror image of what you were before, when you were in a world of deceit. And so coming out of it, you do open up. You become honest, and as you start to talk openly, people feel comfortable in that environment to open up themselves, and the honesty becomes contagious. And that's, like I say, when you're in a group environment and you feel comfortable and you're around people you trust, plus you've been working together throughout the day, it just sort of happens, you know. I mean, them environments anyway, like them peer-led group environments where you're sitting down and there's no distractions, you ain't got the TV on in the background, and you just talk and things come out that wouldn't come out anywhere else really. And for, like, you know this, Steve, I know this. Like, for me, I get looked at as sometimes as an artist. I'm not an artist, and art, well, I am, but it's secondary for me. The art is secondary. It's a selfish thing. Art was like, I like painting, I'm going to paint. But the thing that comes first for me, and always will do, is the peer support, the recovery side, the helping other people that you share similar experiences with. The art is just the focus, and like you say, the bushcraft or whatever it is you choose to do, that's the focus. That's the thing that you're focused on, or the outcome. But the thing behind it is where the real magic's happening.
Yeah. No, I agree. So.
And it's very underrated, helping people. But you have to be ready, and you have to have your own stuff sorted out first. Or else it's no good for either party. So, but by helping other people, you are helping yourself. And yeah, it's a great thing to be involved in, and for me to be able to learn new things I've never done before. You know, like out here, it's all new to me, really. You know, I was never much of a Cub Scout, put it that way. I think I got one badge and then sort of.
That's it, I've got the badge now.
And then disappeared. Like, and I would have had I wouldn't have been able to. I probably would have had problems with hierarchy and stuff like that. In the if I went into the forces and stuff. So now at this point in my life, being around people like that, it's been great for me personally. My personal growth, definitely. You're always learning.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's brilliant. So, yeah. If you had to pick one thing off this camp, mate, like if you had to from the whole camp. Because we did cover a lot of new things on this one. We evolved onto another level with this camp. What would it be? What if you had to pick one thing that would stick with you, and you think, yeah, I want to keep that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a couple of ways of answering this really, because it's I suppose it's a thing about me and what I got out of it, and then but really the best thing that come out of it is people that I see people that are new to, like John, who was with us this weekend, who he's at early stages, and I hope he don't mind, but he's been involved with Crepe Start for maybe a couple of months, and seeing him and the way he's sort of come out of himself during this weekend, for me that's the thing I always sort of take. For me, he's the most important person here. But for personally, on a personal level, I like the creative part of the whittling and things like that. It's something that I need to work at to pick up, but I see it as something that I can pick up creatively in my future, and it's something that I will grab hold of, and it's great just to learn something new creatively, and to think that I'll be able to create some art out of that in the future. You know, it's definitely something that I'm always going to try and work on a little bit.
It's a whole new avenue, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to work on the whittling as well, because as you can see, I've been taking chunks out my fingers. So I need to learn a bit on it as well. So
need to get a pair of these, Steve.
I don't like. I never use when I'm handling knives. I can't use gloves. But thank you, Sam.
Cheers, Steve.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.